Hello everyone, welcome to RC Driven. My name is Dawid and today we're going to convert this Traxxas TRX4 Blazer, K5 Blazer into a G500. It's a high trail. So reason being is I own a red G500 and I also own the G63, a 6x6. So I wanted to make one that was a high trail as well. A K5 Blazer, I believe, is the only one. If you want to convert into a G-Wagon, that's the only one that has the same wheelbase that allows you to do so. So that's the plan here. So I bought this about a year ago. Plan was basically this, to convert it into a G500, but just kind of never got a chance to get to it because of all the parts I needed to collect, and some of the parts being a bit difficult to get for the G500 because Traxxas no longer either carries them, or and you have to get them on eBay or so, or here and there. I had issues here and there. So well finally now though I have all the parts. So this is not really an unboxing video. Just kind of show you that this car is still brand new in the box. It's been sitting in the box for about a year now. Here it is, all wrapped up still. I've gone ahead and made some upgrades or some changes to this, where I've put a hard, I guess, front grille, and kind of put those light covers on it. Same in the rear. And I've also made the front clipless and the rear magnet. So this is ready to go. So now it's taking this car here and getting this to basically fit on that. That's the plan. But a lot of parts here are not compatible with the G-Wagon, which is the inner fenders. Front and rear has to be changed. The front and rear bumper as well needs to be changed. The sidewalls needs to also be changed to the G-Wagon, and like it doesn't have the exhaust of the G-Wagon that you'd have to add to. One of the reasons why I've had this car for about a year and I haven't touched it. This is the what do you call it? The special edition black. Oh, look at that. Yeah, see, this is the problem. Once I unboxed it, I just kind of took it out of the box. I guess unboxed it, took it out of the box, and took a look at it. I just couldn't see myself converting this truck. Yeah, I couldn't do it. So this is gonna stay as it is. I have the light kit for it. I'm gonna go ahead and install the light kit, but this is gonna stay as it is. I'm not gonna do anything to this. So I changed my mind and I started looking online, and I was able to find this. Somebody had a roller or a slider they were selling. I mean, basically I was gonna change all electronics, which is the servo, the motor. The only thing I really cared for is the small servos that are in here. And I'm putting my own set of wheels on this. So it didn't make sense to take that and take all those parts off and, either sell it, or, knowing me, I'd probably build another one. So build it back up with another chassis. So I figured I'll leave that Blazer the way it is. And I'm pretty sure if I did it, I know a lot of people would be upset. So instead I bought a slider, and we're gonna put this on here. That's the plan. I've gone ahead and kind of started with, I put the motor in, and that's about it. I only put the motor and servo in. So we're gonna have to go ahead and replace the fenders, and front and rear fenders, and I guess both sides. And we'll have to put the exhaust and bumpers as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that now. So 8834. So there's two type of bumpers. There is an 8834X and an 8834 one has the hitch, the other one doesn't. But you need this because there's a light that goes in the back. In the back of the car, there's lights that go. That's the bumper for that. I'm gonna see. I don't know. I don't plan on putting a hitch on this, so I might just go with this regular one. But we'll see. I'll decide. That's the exhaust. I've gone ahead, put the side rails. This was the stock rails. Just wanted to see if it would fit, so I went ahead and did that. But that's just these two screws that you take off. This, where is it? I can't see it on that one. So just these two screws, this, and then it slides out. Oh, I had to do it because I wanted to put the light module. And this is just says, it's a front plate that says G500 on it. So if you want to go clipless, you want to go 8080X. If you're gonna go with the post, then you can run the 8080 part number. I want to run the front clipless, and the rear I'm gonna put a magnet back here. So that's why I'm keeping this. But I might there's another one I have I might replace it for, because I think this might be too long. And 8835 is your front and rear chrome bumpers. This is the rock lights. I'm gonna put that, and also I'm gonna put this receiver box for it, because these wires are too short, and this is too short, so you won't be able to wrap around. You'd have to go from the top. So with where is it? With this one, there's a top opening, so I'm gonna use that. So that's it. So I guess we get started. So now I'm taking out the fenders. So I went ahead and did this side. So you have this one screw that attaches to this brace, the center brace here. That's one, the second longest screw. The longest one goes into the shock, and then there's two screws. And then these two screws here on the fender that you have to remove, and then this should be able to pop right off, and that's it. You don't need this anymore. What you need is the fenders from here. I believe they are marked. Yeah, they are. So I took off says a mark right there. Right front, and then you get another right front. Putting the shock back in first. It's the longest screw. If you notice, this one compared to this one is more narrow. This right here is a lot wider. The other one is like half the size or 2/3 the size. And that's it. That one side is done. Yes, we do the rear. This is the one we just took off, and this is the one we're putting on. See, this one's a lot slimmer than the other one. So yeah, that's one side. So if you look at it, you see the difference. Let me do the other side now. So that's it. Looks a bit slimmer. My camera died on me, or I should say overheated and shut off. So I just kind of kept working on the car and try to get it done. But to make this work, you're gonna need the inner fenders, the 8080X. If you want a clipless, 8080. If you're gonna put one of the post up. Outside of that, yeah, you need the bumpers, but it's up to you. If you want to use a different bumper, that's fine. Like, you can use one of those aftermarket bumpers, but I just wanted to be able to put the lights on. That's why I went with these, and I wanted to look more like the G-Wagon. Let's put the body on. So the body would sit like this, flush. There we go. So it's clipped on, magnet is on. That's it. So yeah, it has a little 2 holes right there, but I'm gonna leave them. I'm not gonna close them up. I'm just gonna leave them the way, just like that. But I prefer using the clipless. I get tired of using the clip. So yeah, so So far, where I'm having trouble is I got the headlights to work. I got the signals to work. So, let's see. So you see the signals work. And then the other side, so I got the signals to work. And I mean, I tested all the lights using the Traxxas Link app. I'm able to test. So everything turns off. So low, see that works. That's the low, that's the high, auxiliary low, auxiliary high. Park lights, nothing. So the park lights are not working. Brake lights, nothing either. Or is it? So you see when I hit the park lights, that little light starts to flicker at the bottom. It shouldn't do that, but I gotta figure out what's going on there. So this is the rock lights, or they call them the daytime running lights, and then you have your reverse light. So all that is working. It's just the brake lights and the daytime running lights is where I'm having, no, sorry, the brake lights and the parking lights is where I'm having trouble with. I don't know what the issue is. Yeah, so I'm still working on that. I'm still trying to figure out what was going on with that. But in the meanwhile, I'll go ahead and start putting the wheels on. The wheels I'm putting on are these. I think it's gonna look really nice with these wheels on. I don't know why it's moving forward. I still have to program it, so I don't know if that's what I need to do, but whatever it is, it still rotates. But so check that out. What do you think of that? There you have it. Man, that came out nice. Look at that. Yeah. It looks nice. I like it. Yeah, I still gotta figure out the lighting situation. I have no idea what's going on with the light. It's just the rear brakes. That's really gotta figure out. But yeah. So reason to why I think I mentioned it earlier in the video. The reason to why I wanted this is because I had this. This was my first TRX4, or the first crawler I ever got. They discontinued them and I wanted one. And I actually wanted it in blue originally. But I found one on eBay. Somebody was selling, I think it was from California or something. And this was the only color it had. And I'm not really big on red. I like red, but I'm not necessarily my first choice. No, I understand there's a couple of them behind me, but yeah, red is really not the color I usually go with, but this is the only one I could get at the moment. So what I like about this one is I put the mud flaps on it. The Mercedes mud flaps, they don't make those anymore. You know, I wish I bought multiple ones, but I didn't. But yeah, they don't make those anymore. And I put a winch on it and this bumper. First came this, then came this, now this. Okay, so there you have it. Here's my G-Wagon lineup. Starting off with the regular TRX4, G500. Then came the G63 TRX6 6x6. And now I have the TRX4 G500 High Trail. So that is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please give it a like and subscribe, and you'll see me in the next video. Thank you guys, bye.